Hi, and welcome to What's Up in Photography. I'm Andrea, your model for today, and your host Ron Sullivan will be teaching you how to take creative photos in everyday places.
Hi, welcome to What's Up in Photography. This video is going to be about photographing outdoor sessions and things that I look for when I'm planning a session. Everyday spots that you can use that a lot of people don't realize are just around the corner from their studio or their home studio. Things like parking garages, which we'll show in the next segment. Using walls and fences as great backgrounds, and just adding a little bit of detail and creativity to your photographs. So here's a photograph of a parking garage that I use in my hometown. As you can see on the left, we've got these great opaque windows that create a very soft diffused light, which is just like having enormous soft boxes just providing great lighting. It's a very gray poured cement look, which is great for that urban grunge look, and just creates a real cool effect. It's away from the weather, it's indoors, but you still get that outdoor feeling. I have a diagram inside the garage where it shows where I usually place the model, which is the red dot, which is against the wall or very close to the wall. And then I have where I usually stand, which is near the railing, and I sometimes will go anywhere far left, far right, depending on how I'm positioning the model. And I mean, you can certainly photograph any way. This is just one way I did for this setup today. Here you can see we actually have Andrea standing against the wall, just demonstrating what the background looks like, the lighting that's coming from the diffused panels across from her, and just how we use the space and how it creates a nice look. For the images we took today, I actually used my tri-grip, which I use a lot in outdoor photography, just to create a little bit more bounce and a little bit more highlights in her face. Creates a really nice look, and you'll see in a few seconds. I'm going to show you some of the images that we took from the session that day. Here are some of the images from today's shoot. You can see just the great lighting and the detail in the brick behind, and how great a job that Andrea did. Just a real foolproof way to make great images, getting out of the direct light, using some of the diffused lighting that's coming through the parking garage structure, just to create a really great look. I mean, this is what we always try to do in a studio. And this is just a simple parking garage in our community. You can create some awesome looking photos, and you don't actually have to go out and buy backgrounds. A lot of times the backgrounds are right around the corner from you, and you just have to look for them. I always look for them when I'm walking around the neighborhood. And look at the great results. Just stunning images that she could add to her portfolio, and you can ultimately sell to her as a model. Okay, session 2, the wall. We walked about 30 meters outside the parking garage and went to this old grungy wall on the side of an old building. We used a tri-reflector grip reflector, and Andrea is close to the wall, and her sister, our assistant, is holding the reflector to bounce light into her face. That's as easy as it was. We just angled the reflector to get the right light that we want. Good wall, great model, and then just a little bit of bounce light, and it was phenomenal. Here are the images that you'll see and some of the video that we shot as well. The results are outstanding, and it's that simple. Get your model out of the direct sunlight, get a little bit of ambient light, use the tri-reflector to bounce the light into her face. You could also do it with a strobe, but if you're by yourself, sometimes you can hold the tri-reflector yourself. And as I said, the results are outstanding. Take a look at the final images.
I've got diamonds burning in my head, falling through like sand, and in the garden, right away. And now I understand the empty promises, nothing more. And I feel so good today, so I stand up, walk away, I'll take the front door, moving forward, straight ahead now, it's okay, I can make it anyway, on my own now, been good to know ya. was singing